Episode 4 of Last Onewheeler Standing. In the order of filming, this is the day 2 of Last Onewheeler Standing. We filmed it over 2 days, well into the night on the first night, and then this is the morning. After some massive eliminations have transpired, we're left with the best, the top 6. 1 adult, which is Ryan, and 5 Groms, which happens to be Legend, Chasin, Jack, Historic, and Epic. That's our top 6. And today, we're gonna test them. We're gonna test them in switch. We're gonna test them in being able to look other places than just their one wheel. We're gonna test them in speed, all kinds of things. So we're really stoked about today. You got it, Lily. Start here. You're gonna come into triangle away. Those nerves have a way of leveling the playing field.
You're rooting for Ryan?
Ooh, you're the only adult.
One adult versus a bunch of kids?
You've watched everybody yesterday take off.
I did.
Okay, is this how you predicted it last night in your mind? Like, okay.
Probably would have expected for there to be more adults.
Yeah.
But I mean, the kids rocked it.
They
It was
did.
cool to see.
I think that's the coolest bit out of all of it is that I'm tired of hearing people, oh, age is my limiting factor. I'm too young or I'm too old. Come on. These Groms
Yeah.
came out and played hard.
They did. They did.
So stop
It was
using
awesome to watch.
stop using an age as an excuse to not do something.
That's good.
Right? Look at this is the top 6 right here.
Second day comes and I'm psyching on where I'm at. Like, it's crazy. I'm 6 spots away to getting $1,000. I knew there's plenty of other good riders out there, like Legend, Chasin, Jack, all of them. But I'm psyching. Like, I'm amped. I'm like, let's go. Let's get to the first competition.
First race of the day is the bookworm. We took 6 very famous books like Hunger Games, Fox and the Hound, books that had some kind of tie-in to our one-wheel races here on our YouTube channel. And we hit them throughout the Northern Gauntlet trails. We're trying to hide these somewhat where they aren't coming in the direction to see it. So this is where the berm is. They'll typically ride down it, not up it because of the hill.
It'd be really hard not to give clues because each of us are riding with a racer to film, but it's going to be hard not to be like, what if we go this way?
At the edge of the trail system, this is the wetlands. This leads into it. So we're putting it just on the edge of the wetlands. They asked if they could go in the wetlands. The answer was no, it's too wet. But the edge? Oh yeah, it's right here for them to see. Now, will anyone venture down here to see it? That's the question. This could be the tougher one of them. Placing it inside a little fort.
The Trumpet of the Swan.
Oh, it's such a good book. Last book placed. It is, honestly, when I was writing this in my mind, I thought we were going to put it a little bit easier to find. This one, hard. They're all making it hard.
So I made it to the top 6. I am super excited about that. And that is a really big deal for me because I did not think I would be in this long.
When we're at the top 6, I'm the last adult. And like I was just saying, these kids, they are zooming. And I'm thinking, you want to know what? I'm the last adult standing. You should go ahead and put me in a pretty good category to be the #1 winner here.
And then we released them in 2 heats, 3 on 3. And they just came through. When they found a book, they had to tear out the page that corresponded to their number, their race bib number. Ryan, what's your strategy here?
Open my eyes. Open my eyes and pay attention.
And I said at the beginning, I'm not a very good looker. But I feel like I did terrible. But we're doing pretty good here.
Right over my shoulder here is one of the first ones they all came across. I think Ryan's the only one I saw hit that first in the first round. And then Legend, he was watching a little bit up on the hill and he got an angle and could see Ryan found this. So in his heat, he had an advantage. He knew where the first book was.
So when I finished getting that book, I came down the straightaway and I saw Historic over by our trail cam going up the hill, and she was at a different book. So I just decided to go by that, let her get her page. While she gets that, I'll go look for another book, and as soon as she leaves, I'll go back for that book.
Jack, why did you run past the first one?
I think I can get that straightaway pretty fast, so if they're out of the way, I can go.
Oh, you call.
I was lucky I found the third one, but it was hiding in the middle of the woods. It's kind of camouflaged too, because that one was like a green book, green and brown camouflage cover.
Historic left that book where it was by the trail cam up the hill, and I went and grabbed that. So decided, let's go up by the berm and let's see if we can find any books there. And there was a book by the berm, and it was on a tree, the first big tree you come by when you go over the berm. And I got that, got my page number, and went down the hill and noticed that there was another book in the left of the berm where we didn't have any trail.
Did you see that? Or did you just come in here? He's so focused, the dude can't even talk right now.
What page number?
27. Oh, shoot.
That slows you down. Okay, now we're gonna tally the scores of books to time, and then we'll find out how they do.
Legend found 5. Second most is Jack with 4. Chasen had 3, as well as Historic with 3. So they're all currently safe.
At the end of Bookworm, you're left with Ryan and Epic with the same amount of pages. And we had decided at the beginning of Last ONEWHEEler Standing, we will decide all ties by the fastest times in the time trial. Or if we need to bring anyone back in to make teams fair, it will be decided by their time trial time. Down to Epic and Ryan, would you please step forward?
How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling okay.
Feeling
Just
okay?
okay?
Why do you feel okay?
Little nervous, because I could get eliminated here.
Good. I'm sad to tell you that if you can grow facial hair, you are no longer in the group with us today. Eliminated, right?
Corner!
Who's out?
You could use it.
Who's out?
Hey,
I'm in?
Who's out?
Epic, you're in! You're in, Epic! You're safe! My goodness, this guy! Epic, can you grow facial hair?
No.
Well,
I didn't know what was
I think I'm hearing one out.
this guy, man, oh my gosh. 5 remain, and we're gonna test them in their ability to ride switch. Switch is explained like this. If your left foot is on the front of the board or on the sensors, you now need to put your left foot behind you. Now the Groms were very confused what we were saying, or you had to ride backwards, and they were just confused. So we marked their boards with tape and arrows so they knew what way their board was supposed to go forward and what foot went on there. We even put tape on their foot so they knew the tape needed to match that foot pad, because we knew in the trails when they would fall, they'd get disorientated and not know what foot goes where. They just default to what they're used to.
Me and Chasen, when we were talking before, I wonder if they're going to do a switch race in our trails. So we've been practicing.
None of us, I don't think, is very good at doing switch. And when the whistle went off to go, I got super squirrely, and the one wheel flew, and I stayed on my feet, luckily.
This race was a little nerve-wracking to know that you're riding normal, not normal, and a fall could cost you. And it was a 5-second count, so if you were to fall, you'd have to wait 5 seconds.
And we've released them into the trails and watch it unfold. We're testing their maneuverability inside the trail. Northern Gauntlet Trails is not for the faint of heart, and to ride in switch is very, very difficult. There was a penalty if you fell. It was a 5-second countdown before you could get back on your board.
It was overall, it was really hard. It was a hard race to do switch in the trails. Our trails are brutal. Really hard to do switch. Hard to do normal, really hard to do switch. So, yeah, we did that. Doing switch was a learning experience. It's a learning experience to do.
That was super difficult. I just kept falling after falling. I was super squirrely. I don't know why. I practiced that and I was super good, but that was on concrete. And then I got to the grass and I got super nervous because I never practiced on grass, and then I just lost it. It was a bummer.
Tough one to go out like that. It's a tough race in Historic. She knows she's been eliminated. Hey, you're okay, girl. You did great. You made it to the top 5, didn't you? Good job, good job. All right, pull it together. Pull her together.
So I got out. That is a big bummer. I could not pull it together. I started bawling, and then Lily, when she saw me, she said to me, "Okay, finish with a smile." I couldn't do that. I was just super bummed that I got out because I thought I was really gonna win that $1,000.
Here's what I've learned about disappointment. It's gonna be a thing in life. We're gonna be disappointed in outcomes of tests or outcomes in relationships, but disappointments don't define us. They should just put more determination in us. When we are discouraged or disappointed, the third D word is we have to have more determination to get back out there and ride or run or compete or take another test. Do you have determination to keep going? Well, that's episode 4. It's a wrap. Subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment down below who you think's going to win. Give us thumbs up.